Good morning to my newly adopted American family. My brothers, my sisters, and all of you above, thank you so much for being so welcoming when I've been across the association and being in France. So I thought I'd make you this short video about, well, not far from where I am. So here we are. I'm trying to find some history. Now, where am I going to find some history? Okay, I'm still looking for history for some of you. Quite frankly, I don't know where to look. History. 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 St Mary's Church. Queen Elizabeth I used to come here. And I believe that the coffee machine in the cafe is older than some of your churches. Just saying. History. Where am I going to find it? History. History. Where am I going to find it for you? What interesting things am I going to tell you about? I don't know, for example, Portchester Castle. It's at the north end of Portsmouth Harbour. I wonder if there's anything worth seeing in here. Who knows? Let's see. I'm a member of English Heritage as well, so I can come in here for free. History. So, walking out of Portchester Castle, coming out into the north end of Portsmouth Harbour. So let's have a look, okay? So for those of us that were at the chateau the other day, some of you seem to be rather impressed about the moat. This has not only got a moat, it's got a huge wall around the outside, and then there's a huge harbour in front of it full of Royal Navy warships. So, jokes on the French, we're well prepared. Ha! I've literally just done about 5 minutes filming because I'm fundamentally late. I already decided I deserve a coffee. In case you're wondering, I went for a cortado. Small, strong, Spanish coffee. Very nice. Can you believe it? Just as I was walking around having my coffee, I found a poppy. HMS Victory, currently under covers, but nevertheless still HMS Victory. So this was Nelson's flagship during the Battle of Trafalgar. Great victory for the British. Unfortunately, Nelson copped it because he was wearing too much bling and refused to take it off. Well, jokes on him. However, it's the oldest commissioned warship in the world. Not operational, but it's still the flagship of the Royal Navy. And I love it. History. Honestly, I don't know where I'm going to find any for you. History. Where am I going to find it? Behind me is a field gun. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's one of the guns that was used at Ladysmith in 1899, which was the relief of Ladysmith, and then it became an annual competition for the Royal Navy up until 1999. If you ever get a chance to watch anything about field gun, Earl's Court in particular, watch it. To describe it as insane is an understatement, and I knew some of the guys that did it, and to describe them as insane is an understatement. Legends in the Royal Navy. Okay, behind me, Semaphore Tower, which was one of the Navy's primary communications before like radios and things like that, and they could send a semaphore message all the way to London in 12 minutes. That's quick. So, semaphore, it's the use of flags or lights to communicate messages at distance. So this is the Royal Navy and Royal Marines Memorial in Southsea, in Portsmouth. So the big tower there, that is the First World War Memorial with the names on the bottom, and here on the bottom is the Second World War stuff. So you can go around and read all the names, and it is humbling. So out there across the water, that's the Solent. On the other side of it, no, it's not France, it's the Isle of Wight. And the Isle of Wight is famous for a couple of things. One of them is the fact that there is a lot of Jurassic fossils over there, and it's got a huge amount of Jurassic history, and also that it was massively important after D-Day, because from Southampton over there, they ran a pipeline, and the pipeline ran through the Isle of Wight and then all the way to the D-Day beaches. It's called Operation Pluto. Look into it. It's astonishing engineering, and you can still see the pipeline parts of it either side of the Isle of Wight. Well worth a visit. And if you ever get a chance, also go there, because Black Cat Chine is just incredible, and also is part of Operation Pluto. So this is one of the landing craft that was used on D-Day, recently restored and put down on near the D-Day Museum in Southsea. And just for interest, that's an Orligan 20mm. Yep, I'm that old. Used to be an armour on one of my first ship. Southsea Castle, another old building, built by Henry VIII in 1544. There's a fantastic little restaurant in there, and yeah, history, it's all over the place. As you all seem to like a good moat, this is Castle, Southsea Castle. It used to have a moat, but they filled it in, decided they didn't need it anymore, because, wow, we just got too many moats. Admiral Lord Nelson died 21st of October 1805. Absolute legend. Okay, have any of you heard of kryptonite? Stuff that weakens Superman to a mere mortal man. Well, behind me, Sallyport Inn, it's Sally's Antiques. Beer and antiques. Don't mix with Simon, because drunk Simon gets really generous to sober Simon. Sober Simon still has to foot the bill. So there's a self-imposed ban on me going on there, unsupervised, and I'm alone today, so here we are, coming into the round tower. That's the round tower. You can just walk through these. Old gun emplacements. So much to see. Look at the view. Steps to get up. So you need to get up, fire your rifle and defeat the enemy. There you go. There used to be HMS Dolphin over there. It's now the Submarine Museum. And as I pointed out earlier, so here we are going into the round tower. Now, the round tower is very important to the Royal Navy. So, only ever happened to me once, where my parents came down to say goodbye to me when I deployed on HMS Iverston, and they were there when I came back. It was wonderful.
With a lookout on the roof.
So you can imagine it's full of families, and if you've ever watched any of the stuff about the Falklands, you'll have seen this place was absolutely swarming with families wishing the soldiers, sailors and airmen, Royal Marines goodbye, and then welcome them when they came back. It was truly amazing, and I loved it when it happened to me. So, my American family, it's another moat. Yeah, I keep telling you we've got loads of them, and I'm just about to walk through some fortifications, and a lot of the stuff behind me was dug up recently because some brothers found it and they dug it up, and I'm just about to go through a tunnel through the fortifications. And then as we come out, there's a memorial here to the Royal Navy ship. Along here we have some Second World War fortifications that would have had potentially anti-aircraft or just like any form of protection weapon systems. Then of course here we have a church. It looks like it's been run out. Let's go find out what actually happened. So the Royal Garrison Church was built in about 1212 by the Bishop of Winchester as part of the hostel for pilgrims. So the Garrison Church was destroyed in 1941 by a firebomb attack, and then was restored. And in the stained glass window at the back, it depicts scenes from the Second World War. And look at it, isn't it beautiful?